Hi, Cindy here, and I just wanted to make this video because I thought it would be fun to do, and I just need to get my mind off a certain thing. I'm having some problems with my boyfriend. Long story. I'm sure you guys don't want to hear. So without further ado, I'm going to say my favorite and least favorite things about the U.S. First off, let's get the bad stuff out of the way, and if I'm not looking directly at the camera, I type this out on a Word document so I can just be more clear and stuff with this. Okay, first let's get out of the way all the negativity, all my least favorite stuff. My least favorite thing about the U.S. probably is our political system. Like, all of our freaking politicians are bought off. They're all just, I can't stand it. And they don't care about us because they're all bought off. They don't care about people like me or the guy down the street or homeless people or whatever because of all the money that the big donors are giving them. It's just a disgusting system. Number two, sorry, I'm really tired. Number two, all the needless wars we get involved with. Like I'm pretty sure everyone remembers the Iraq War. I was a kid growing up during that war. I was born in 97 and the war started in 2003, so I was 6 when it started. And I hate it, and then everything that's going on in Syria right now, and can we just leave the people of the Middle East alone? Seriously. Most of them don't want any trouble. And then the leader of Al-Qaeda even said that we just left them alone, Al-Qaeda and ISIS would go up against each other and they'd kill each other off, which would be very useful. Number 3, the NSA spying. Like, you have no idea when you're getting watched by the NSA. It could be 24/7 for all we know. And that drives me crazy. Like, what happened to privacy? I like my privacy, thank you. Like, I'm a pretty open person. If you come up to me and start talking to me and you're friendly to me and stuff, I'm a pretty open person if you're like that. But I do have personal things that I just want to keep private. Number 4, the rich are so rich and the poor are so poor. And I'm guessing that's a direct consequence of capitalism. I'm not the biggest fan of capitalism, but I don't like pure capitalism or pure socialism. Like, any type of government in its pure form is just no. Like, yeah, it's good to be competitive about some things, but there are other things that shouldn't be competitive, things that we should just have a right to, which leads me into number 5. The 5th thing that bothers me the most about America, or the United States, we can't all afford quality healthcare and education. Like, I feel like everyone in the whole country would benefit off of quality healthcare and education. I mean, that's all I really want. Like, the number one reason for bankruptcy in the United States is because of medical costs and medical bills. Like, people should not have to live like that. Not wanting to go to the doctor because it costs too much, even though they feel like they have something like appendicitis or they're feeling like they're having a heart attack. Hospital costs are ridiculous, and then it doesn't take rocket scientists to know that people in America could be better educated better. Well, now that I got all the negative stuff out of the way, Here are my favorite things about the US. Well, first of all, we have an interesting history. Like with the whole Revolutionary War thing, and then we had the King George, ruling over us, and then we were just like, no, we're not going to take this crap anymore. And then the Founding Fathers. I think that's all pretty interesting and pretty fascinating. I learned more about that kind of stuff when I went to Washington, D.C., because I went to Washington, D.C. at any point. I can tell you more about that trip if you guys want to hear about it, but... And then, 2, the variety of places you can go see. Like, we have the Grand Canyon, we have a place like, we have Alaska, we have Hawaii, we have, like, Colorado or Montana if you want good skiing, like, we have Death Valley. Like, if you want to go to see a cold place in the United States, go to one of the bordering states of, go to, like, a state like Minnesota, Wisconsin, New York, Montana, Washington, Maine. Like, we have a bunch of cold states that you could check out, but if you want, or even Alaska's probably the trademark state for, like, being cold. And then if you want to go to, like, a more tropical place, we have Hawaii, Florida, and then we have Hawaii and Florida, and then Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory. It's not a state, but it's a territory. And I just think it's really cool how there is a lot of variety in the places you can go and see here. Number 3, most people are pretty nice and open-minded, at least in my experience. Like, yeah, there are obvious just mean people here. But that's the same with every country, I mean. And most of the people that I run into are pretty nice. Like, I have been bullied. Probably, I might do a video on my bullying experiences. I might not. I'm not sure yet. And yeah, you also have the really close-minded people, but actually, I have a really close friend that's really close-minded. But overall, most people are pretty nice and open-minded. Like, at least in my experiences. And then I was reading about people. I was reading things that people from other countries wrote about the United States, about what they liked about here, and then pretty much all of them said that we have pretty nice people here. And then this is kind of, number 4 is kind of connected to number 2. Number 4, the variety of places you could live in. Like, if you want it to be warm all year round, just live in one of the southern states. If you want all 4 seasons, move to a northern state. Like, I live in Minnesota, and I love all 4 seasons. I love having all 4 seasons personally, but I know that's not for everyone. I know some people just can't stand the snow. And then number 5 is also kind of like 2. Because of all the variety in history, there's a lot you can experience. And that is definitely true. I've had all kinds of unique experiences. Like when I went on my Washington, D.C. trip, when I went to Gettysburg, I went to Florida. Like, there's a lot of different experiences you can have. And then with living in a state like Minnesota, we just have a lot of variety in our state in general. And yeah, like in my state alone, in Minnesota alone, if you like big city life, live in the Twin Cities, live in Minneapolis or St. Paul. If you like the suburban life, suburbs around Minneapolis and St. Paul are pretty nice. I live in one of them. If you want to live kind of off the radar, kind of, not with that many people around you, go to northern Minnesota. If you like farming, southern Minnesota. Like, Minnesota alone has a lot of variety that you can go and experience. And like, if you also like the outdoors life, like if you're a really avid outdoorsman, northern Minnesota is also your best bet. Because there are a lot of trees, so there's a lot of experiences where you can go camping, and then we are the land of 10,000 lakes. That's pretty cool. So yeah, like in my state alone, there's a lot of variety. I'm assuming it's gonna be like that in pretty much every other state as well. Like, yeah, this was just my list of my top 5 favorite and least favorite things about the U.S. And thanks for watching, because this was actually kind of fun to make and make the list of.